Do we not have freedom of speech?
I support freedom of speech, but I had exactly the same thought, which I think Jeremy Clarkson has made a complete fool of himself. And where was his editor to let that go out?
But wait, you said allowed to go out in print?
No, it shouldn't
This
have
is
gone
a
out.
free country. I mean, are we going to start burning books,
No.
Emma Woolf?
In the current climate of threats and violence against women, which has, has always been around, but in the current heightened awareness around threats and violence against women, this should not have been written. You say he's edgy, he's satirical, he's funny. I don't mind. I like clever satire. I like funny humour. This wasn't funny. It wasn't clever. It was actually really offensive to talk about, fantasising about a woman parading naked with excrement. And I'm no Meghan fan. I agree with everything that Ali has said about Meghan and Harry. In fact, I would go even further than that in my criticism of them. But, the silly thing is, Jeremy Clarkson is just feeding into the Harry and Meghan hysteria. The best thing that he could have done was to ignore them, instead of which he's feeding this fantasy they've got, this fantasy that the whole media is against them and that everybody's threatening them and treating them badly. Frankly, if they wanted privacy, they should have, got on with having privacy rather than signing all these deals.
I appreciate that you don't enjoy the article and the comments he's made, but we live in a society, in a world that has values where you just have to accept those. You have to put up with them. There has to be stuff out there that's irresponsible, outrageous. As long as it's within the law, it's fair game.
I don't mind it when it's clever or when it's humorous or when it's
but who decides?
In some way clever.
Who decides if it's clever? Some people might think it's very clever because he's being satirical.
He's not satirical. He's not a clever man. I'm no fan of Jeremy Clarkson, unlike Ali. And, I think that his editor was clearly clocked off early for Christmas.